So in today's video, I'll be sharing my experience on how I lost my S23 Ultra Samsung, all right? The one I received on my birthday gift. Do you know I ever lost another phone in the same similar way? Yeah, I lost my iPhone. I lost my iPhone back in 2019, okay? That is one of the things that happened to me, and I don't want to call it a culture shock because I know these are things that happen. Don't even try to search for your phone in Kenya if you don't have a dedicated person. If you do not have a dedicated person to do the search for you, don't conduct the search. At the end of it, you'll have spent more than amount that you used to buy that phone.
Welcome to Grace on Board.
Hello world, welcome to my channel. It's Grace on Board. Good to see you again and thank you for tuning in, all right? So in today's video, I'll be sharing my experience on how I lost my S23 Ultra Samsung, all right? The one I received on my birthday gift on this video. Remember this video on my birthday on board the ship? That certain gift, you won't imagine how I lost it upon arriving in Kenya for vacation after leaving the cruise ship. All right. So I'll take you with me. I'll let you know how it went down. But before we do that, let me introduce to you my new set of nails. You see that? All right. When you see that, what do you say? All right. What do you say about that? Let me know. Yeah. This is a Jamaican nail set. It's my favorite, okay? You can see I've blended in the umber. You can see I have the flag on both fingers. I have is it coconut tree or palm tree? All right. And the rest is history. Anyway, if you want your nails done like this and you happen to be in Kenya, okay, just call us. We are just a call away. We are Race Nail Bar. The name of the nail bar is Race Nail Bar. Come and experience the best nails ever. All right. You can represent your man's country. You can represent your own country. We're going to do it. All right. Mind you, this is not a sticker. This is all art. All right. This is all art. It's Jamaican all the way and it's so pretty and I love the new set. Anyway, let's move on to how I lost my phone in Nairobi upon the first week of getting here. All right. Well, so I have this spot that I normally chill when I'm on vacation, all right? It happens to be one of my friend's business, okay? So I walked in there in her business and my phone was running low of charge, all right? So I asked her to help me put the phone on charge. Yeah. And upon putting the phone on charge, we started now talking. Yeah, we are now conversing, catching up after a long time and all that, okay? And so I left the phone charging at the reception and we were just chatting just within the business, okay? And then comes in a woman middle age, not like a woman of my age. That woman, if I were to judge her age, I would give her around, let's say 45 years of age. Yes. A woman you'd never suspect that would do anything. So the woman walks in and starts asking about the pricing of the services, all right, or the salon prices and all that. And we happen to describe and all that, all right? And my friend in her business, she was having a client, okay? She was like braiding the hairs and all that. And I was helping with the finishing. So we didn't pay so much attention. So we were multitasking. We were talking to the lady who just walked in, the one I just described. At the same time, we were doing the hair to the client who was there, okay? So this particular woman, after asking for the prices, we told her the prices and then she asked for the hair designs that you have, all right? Well, we are always ready with that, with an album, and the album happened to be at the reception where my phone was, okay? So the big mistake is that we sent her to take the book from the reception, okay? Which was just close by anyway. It was easily accessible because there was nobody at the reception at that moment, okay? And that is where she saw the jackpot, my phone, okay? And she took the phone and nobody realized that my phone had gone, okay? And we stayed like 30 minutes, all right? And I had a Bluetooth watch I have a Bluetooth watch actually. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, so this is my Bluetooth watch, okay? I'm gonna tell you about this watch as we proceed, okay? So the woman left with the phone. We didn't realize that our phone is gone. But the way the woman dismissed after checking the hairstyles, she told us she's coming back after 1 hour, okay? So she kind of made a booking. So we knew she's coming back after checking the hair design and taking my phone without us realizing that she has really taken anything from us. All right. Then after like 30 minutes later, there came a guy who was selling ice cream. Okay. And I happened to pick an ice cream. Yeah. So I was checking my phone to pay because I normally do mobile banking sometimes. So I wanted to pay via the phone. And now at this time, my phone is not charging. It's not anywhere around where I left it. And now my friend tried calling me. All right. And at this point we are calling my phone. It's ringing. All right. It's ringing and it's nowhere to be seen in the shop. I couldn't remember putting my phone on vibration. I'm always on sound as long as I'm in Kenya. Okay. So I didn't connect that woman would have taken my phone. I mean, a middle-aged woman, what would she lack for her to come and steal a simple phone, you know? She wasn't my suspect at all, okay? So when I checked my Bluetooth watch, my smartwatch, okay? When I check my smartwatch is when I see that the phone is disconnected, already disconnected. And then I knew that's the woman who walked away with the jackpot of S23 Samsung Ultra. All right. So we kept calling the phone. It was ringing and nobody was picking. Okay. And that was like 30 minutes later. All right. And then after she left, there came another woman coming with the same shenanigan, saying, I would love this kind of hairstyle. Can I see your price list? And at that moment, we are confused. We are looking for the phone and all that. And that's when I realized, oh, this woman could be together with the other woman and all that, you know. And, but anyway, it was a moment of panic. I couldn't even suspect her, but I was just suspicious with her because what they normally do when these people are stealing in business, I'm going to tell you how these people are doing it for business people around my place, okay? So what they do is that they come in pairs, okay? One is going to come and check the situation on the ground, and the other one is going to clear the situation, all right? And maybe the other one is going to walk away with whatever, I don't know, mention the word. Okay, so this is the trick that they're using. She doesn't come alone. They come in groups to confuse you and to engage you so that you don't realize something is gone. You understand? So the second woman who came, she was kind of so many inquiries. She's kind of confusing us. And at the same time, we kept looking for my phone and all that. Okay. So I think she just left because she realized, oh, everything now is all messed up, and then she left. Okay. But at that moment, I could not suspect this woman so much. I was just like, no, just speak to her and all that, you know. It was a moment of confusion, I'm telling you. And now this now brings me to the question that I was asking myself, what would make that kind of a person like go into doing such things? Because normally, and I'm sorry to say this, we used to think that small boys, like, not small boys, like there's a certain peer you would meet with when you're walking and you just feel like you have water all over your body. You'll be like, oh, this guy is going to rob me and all that. Before, we used to think that young men are the one doing this. You understand? Okay. But this is not the case. At this moment, it's women who are stealing. It's women who are terrorizing other women. It's women who are stealing, and not just us women. They're just middle-aged women and even old women, all right? And upon speaking to people around me and various people who own some businesses around that place that my friend owns the business, I heard that is the tactic they are using. There comes old women, they're gonna like spray something on you and you're gonna get confused, and that's how they steal everything that you own, the money and all that. You're just going to surrender peacefully. Yeah, the thing they're using, it must be a real deal. I'm telling you, it must be a real deal. Yeah, because I lost my phone in the least expected way. Believe me, in the least expected way. All right. But, what I say is that I never saw it coming. If I did see it coming, indeed, I would have used the prevention measures, But I would say it was the scariest moment of my life because I felt so confused. I'm not even a week yet since I landed, and this is a kind of welcome that Kenyans are giving me. Can you imagine that? I mean, it's nothing new, but I never believed that's how it could turn out. You understand? Okay. So this is how I was welcomed back to Kenya from Miami. And I must say, it was indeed a cold welcome. We usually say a warm welcome, but this one was a cold welcome. And I wish that thieves could understand how back they set a person, okay? Because that phone had my videos and some of them were not backed up for content. And that phone had so many contacts. It had so much, it has so much that I lost. I must say that. And I felt so broken. It had everything. And I just wish, I just sat there hoping that they would come back and say, I'm sorry, I should have been doing this, but it was all a nightmare. It's never going to happen. They wouldn't show up again. Believe me, okay? So after everything is gone, and now it was time now to go to the police station and take an abstract. We call it an OB, or you can call it an abstract, okay? So I went to the police station. The first police station I went, they sent me back because the location of that business does not belong to that kind of station. I mean, not that kind of station, does not belong to that station. Normally, we have constituencies. In Kenya, we have constituencies and not really constituencies. What do I mean? Yes, we do have constituencies, but that is not what I mean to refer, okay? What I mean is that ward, we have ward, like WARD. So the location of the business and the police station I first went, it was on different wards, okay? So I just got there and the policeman asked me, where is the business? And I told the policeman where the business is located. And he said, no, I'm sorry, you do not belong to this ward. You need to go to the other police station. So what I did is I had to take my bike again and now go to the correct police station. Okay. And I went to that police station and Jesus Christ. At this moment, I'm panicking. I don't know the feeling that I'm feeling, like, in disbelief, You mean I've flown with that phone from continents to continents and I've never lost it. And I've just come to lose it just in front of my eyes, just peacefully. Yeah. So I went to this police station and it happened to be in the evening. Actually, it was in the evening. It was around 5:30 p.m., around that time, okay? And so I went there and as usual, for you to take an abstract, you have to wait for the people before you, in front of you, it's like a queue. You have to wait. It's automatic anyway, okay? And then I tell you what, the lady who was in front of me in the police station taking statements, I think she had a serious case. She had just a serious case than I did. That is why I normally say in every situation that you're going through, just know that there's a person with a worse situation. Believe me, there's a person with a worse situation. It got me thinking that I was worried about my phone, yeah? And there are those people who park their cars in the parking lot and they come back, they don't see the car anymore. The car is gone, right? Or you buy a land and you start building, you're on the 4th floor and then the house is demolished because you are conned, So I thought of my phone. Yes, indeed, it was important. Very, very important to me. And again, it had so much content in it, but either way, it was not supposed to get lost, or maybe it was supposed to get lost to go with all my bad luck. I don't know. If it ever comes back, I'll be grateful. If it doesn't, well and fine, we move on, all right? People lose things that we cannot recover. So that is list of my worries right now. But I must tell you, in the first few days, that was not the statement I would say I would release. I I don't know how to put this. I think I'm moving on with time, right? I have to move on and life has to continue, okay? Yeah, so I went to this police station and there was a lady in front of me. She had a case. I think it was sort of domestic violence where, I don't know, the husband hits her with something and this policeman was interrogating her, and I knew, oh, this is a courthouse now and I need to get the OB right now and all that, you know. Yeah, so eventually when it was my turn to be attended, guess what happened? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? It was 6 p.m. and in Kenya, in a police station where they have the DO, the district officer office, there's a flag. There's a flag. Yeah, I think there's a flag in every police station. I think so, right? Yeah, so at 6 p.m. in the evening, they have to bring down the flag. Okay? So when I'm about to express myself and express my whatever, yeah? And now the policeman tells me, wait, you have to wait. Now they jump out of the police station and go outside and everybody's all attention and they have to bring down the flag just when it's my time. And I knew, damn, it doesn't end where the phone was stolen. It's bad luck everywhere. But anyway, so after the flag was put down, we do honor that. And she came back, I explained myself, she took the statement, and I got the OB, because normally when something is stolen, you need to write an OB just in case something is recovered somewhere, maybe somewhere in the crime scene. You can maybe by God's grace, they might call you to go and identify. You don't want to go there without an OB, okay? It's just the correct measure to do when you lose something. You go to the police station and you launch a statement, okay? Yes, so I came with my statement home without my phone and all that. I'm still confused. Yeah, and I felt so bad about it. I did feel bad about it, yeah, because now buying a new phone was not in any of my plans this year. Believe me, it wasn't. Among so many plans, there wasn't a phone in my bucket list, yeah. But it is what it is. It happened and all that did. And I must say this was a very, 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 very nice welcome. Nairobi people, guys, nobody told me this is how it has gotten to, like, it's the old women who are doing this, yeah? And this gets me to keep asking myself, like, for a person to do that, is it something in their lineage? Is it something that their grandfathers, forefathers, and everybody that is associated with them, they do? Is it like a family business? Yeah, because the way I addressed that woman when she walked in, I gave her so much respect and calling her, oh, mommy, oh. Yeah, she didn't deserve any of that. And I must tell you something. Anybody walking around the street, I am sorry to say we have good people. We do have good people, but 90% of the people around you in the streets, just treat them as suspects. Do treat them as suspects. The tactics they're using to rob people, you're going to sniff on something and then you're going to be confused all through and you're going to surrender everything you have. It's not right. This is not right. I don't think it's fair because this is somebody's hard-earned money and it's not fair at all. So to whoever has my phone, if it was sold to you, just enjoy it. No rush, no stress, just have fun. Yeah, and that just came after I had replaced my screen, all right? Yeah, I just replaced my screen because it was cracked in Naples, Italy, where I was doing a content, and then I had set it up in a tripod stand, and then there was a strong wind. You know how it can get around the ports. Yeah, there was a strong wind, and then my phone fell down, and that's how my screen got cracked. And just after replacing the screen, yeah, that's how I started my new phone. Yeah, because it's a brand new, you have a screen. What else do you want? And a mid screen and all that. And I said, well, it's one of the things I count as losses. I really feel bad about it. It doesn't feel good to lose a phone. All right. Yeah. So after the statement is done, so I have to come home without a phone, definitely. And I lay on my bed and I look up with my head up and I say, oh, good Lord. What kind of mishap is this? This is not okay. And now, because I normally sleep with my phone next to me at night, I would just forget that I don't have a phone, and I would just like tap in my bed and I'm looking for something because I'm used to it. I was so in love with my phone, I'm telling you. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, but we have to move on. We have to move on. We do have to move on. Yeah. But now, for something like that to happen, it gives me a more keen. I mean, I have to be more keen with the people around me and do not trust anybody. And especially for business owners, do not be trapped, do not be tricked. Be on the lookout, because I was like, if I was to catch that woman, only heaven and earth would have separated us. I'm telling you. It would have been rough. It would have been rough, I'm telling you. But she was lucky to walk away. I hope she does something great with that phone. I just hope she'll be useful. All right. Yeah. So that is one of the things that happened to me. And I don't want to call it a culture shock, because I know these are things that happen. These are things that happen. But I mean, life could have been a little bit better. At least wait for me to like finish like 2 months or 1 month, and then, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But anyways, that's how I lost my S23 Ultra, a Samsung. All right. And finally, because now I have to get another phone because of my content and all that. I have to be on the lookout and all that. Yeah, just be careful when you're walking in the streets. And tell me, in your country, you who is watching me right now, in your country, do you have such scenarios where people come and rob you, and you realize that you have been robbed after they have like gone? Yeah. What is this thing that they use? I know, even if you're watching this this video and you do that kind of thing, kindly enlighten us. We have to educate each other. Enlighten us. Let us know how you do this thing. Let us know how you do this thing to confuse people. You feel dizzy. All of a sudden you're submitting everything that you own. Let us know. Let us know. Yeah, you could get a client over here. Hey, I'm going crazy about this thing. I've not been able to talk about it, but here I am. And I'm telling you, it's just not right. Whoever who is doing that, just know how much behind you set back a person, because they have now to start things they had not planned for. Yeah. So for me, it's me and God, and I leave it to them, and let's see how it's going to be. But before we move on, let me tell you something. Do you know I ever lost another phone in the same similar way? Yeah, I lost my iPhone. I lost my iPhone back in 2019. Okay, but this is how I lost it. I'm gonna give you a quick replay about how it went down. Okay, so I was in town. I was in the CBD at night, and I was hurrying up to come home. And at this moment, we did not have matatus. Matatus are the public means vehicles in Kenya. Okay, so at this time, I'm in the queue, and I have my handbag, and my iPhone was inside the bag. Okay, so there was a little bit of people squeezing to get into the bus, because I think it was the last one at that moment. And I tell you what, at this moment we are starting to get into the bus. I'm telling people, hey, you guys have to be careful. Your phone might be stolen. You have to be careful. These are scenarios that phones are indeed stolen. So just be careful, be on the lookout. And that's how I managed to get in the bus. And upon grabbing a seat in the bus, my instinct told me, hey, Grace, where's your phone? Okay. And I checked in my bag, and my phone was not there. And now I have to alight after waiting for the bus for like 30 minutes. I have to alight and see where I could have dropped my phone. Okay, so the first thing when I alight from the bus is I approached one woman who was just standing there, and I asked her, oh, could you help me call my phone and see whether maybe I dropped it, whether somebody could be just keeping it to wait for me to call. Yeah, miracles, And the woman looked at me like, yeah, you know what I mean? Because she thought I was calling her. This is Nairobi, guys. This is Nairobi. And what she did, she was nice and she trusted me, but I did not even hold her phone, which was okay. I just wanted her to beep my phone, and that's it. So I gave her my number, and she beeped my phone, and it was offline. So that was a very quick service. Yeah, a very quick service. Immediately it was taken, immediately it was switched off, and that's it. But that reminded me, there was a time, the same day, before the incident happened. Now, before I went to the bus, there was a guy selling biscuits just some meters close by the bus station. There was a guy selling biscuits, and I remember purchasing biscuits of ginger flavor because I loved them, okay? And now it got me thinking, could I have bought the biscuits with my phone? Like when the guy gave me the biscuits, is it possible that I handed over my iPhone? All right, because everything is possible in Nairobi. Anything is possible in Nairobi, I'm telling you. So that's what I thought, because I was so careful when I was getting into the bus, okay? But now, when I thought about that, it was too late. It was too late because I had already left the area, and I went back the following day. I couldn't even find the guy. I don't know how that happened. I'm telling you, okay? Yeah, so at that moment, again, I have to go to the police station and take an OB, an obstruct something. Yeah, to launch a statement that indeed I have lost my phone, okay? So I went to the police station, okay, to launch my complaint. And at this point, again, there's a queue. You have to wait, okay, for the service. And I have to sit there and wait, which is okay. And one policeman approached me and he asked me, "Hey, madam, what are you doing here?" And I said, "I lost my phone and I'm coming here to launch an OB." Okay. And then he told me, "Just wait there." Fine. I waited. Wait until the council vans, we call it kanjo in Kenya, whereby they used to arrest the hawkers. They used to arrest the hawkers in the streets, and they put them in the van, and they come arrest them in the what? They come arrest them in the police station. I think something like that, okay? So one van came, it was emptied. The other one came, it was emptied when I'm still waiting there until it was clear. And now the same policeman comes to me and asks me, "Madam, what did you say your problem was?" And I said, "I am here to launch a statement that my phone has been stolen." And he said to me, "Oh no, you should have gone to office number so and so." And I looked at him and I'm like, "Really? I've been waiting here for more than 1 hour. This is what you should have told me. I don't have to wait here. There's a specific place to launch the stolen items." You get what I mean? Yeah, and so I went. I found a madam, and she was very nice, very professional. I explained everything, and I walked away with my OB, okay? All right, so that was it. And the rest is history. Don't even try to search for your phone in Kenya if you don't have a dedicated person. If you do not have a dedicated person to do the search for you, don't conduct the search. At the end of it, you'll have spent more than amount that you used to buy that phone. Don't even try. If you don't have anybody dedicated to do it for you, don't even try searching for it. Just go back to your pockets and buy another phone. Yeah, that is out of experience. All right. And I'm just done with phone searches. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't think I will. I do not think I will unless otherwise. Okay. Yeah. So this is how I've been catching up on my vacation. It's so far so good. Everybody is fine in my family, and I am grateful for that. And I am so grateful to be home. I am feeling the soil. I am feeling the land. I am feeling everything, including the economy. All right. Don't worry, guys. We're in this together. We can do it. It's ours and we can do it. Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for commenting, for liking, and for sharing. Oh, you guys are so special. And did I tell you we are now 5,000 subscribers? Yeah, we can do all the way to 10,000. I know we can do it. And thank you so much for believing in me. I have seen your positive feedback on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me. And now I'm on vacation, and I hope you're looking forward to watching more videos with me when I'm on vacation. I'm not just going to sit down. I'll bring you more content, and you will love it. And I know we can do this together. Well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ciao, ciao for now. See you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.